Yeah. Yep, it's on. Hey, y'all. Happy Monday. What is going on TikTok? I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Um, whew. I hope y'all missed me last Monday because I was not on. I needed to take a break. So I'm sorry if you guys have missed me, but I am back with all the goody. Hey, Miss Gemini. Hey, Miss Big Mom Knowledge. Thank you. And yes, I did follow you back. And if y'all want me to follow you back, I promise all you got to do is send me a message just like Big Mom Knowledge. Message me and say, girl, if I'm going to be following you, you need to follow me. I have no problem with that. How you doing, people from YouTube? Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, Violet. All right. So, of course, you guys can drop your questions, but let me tell y'all what is going on. I know a lot of y'all been seeing a lot of stuff because why? Because y'all sending me messages. So hold on one second. Let me make sure I ain't messing. Hey, can you hear me? Let me check that before I start. I'm gonna make sure people can hear me. Definitely, if you guys are here watching from YouTube, this computer over here is so difficult, but it's okay. You can hear Cynthia. Let me know she loves money. Okay, thank you, L. Fletcher. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna go over a bunch of stuff, okay? Because I did take the week off to get it together. So let me start with the student loan borrowers defense. I know that's a big thing for a lot of you guys, and I'm gonna make sure that you understand that there are numerous student loan discharge programs out there. Okay. Second, if y'all don't follow me, please follow me in your respective places. You're watching me from YouTube, follow me from there. If you're watching me from TikTok, follow me from there. I appreciate that. Okay. And you can always crisscross. I'm on all platforms, the same as Shamika Saves. And all I do is give you the info because why? Because I ain't got nothing else to do. Okay. So I'm gonna run them down. Okay, everybody qualifies for a different program. All right. So if you are a veteran, if you are an individual that's dealing with a medical issue, you can use the total permanent discharge. You do not have to be total or permanently disabled, but you do have to be under a doctor's care, and that doctor has to sign off on a form saying that you will not be capable of having regular employment. Okay, if you can get that, you can do the TPD, total permanent discharge. All right. If you are military, if you're receiving, if you're getting disability and you're at 100%, if you are getting Social Security and you're getting Social Security disability, SSDI, you qualify automatically for the TPD. You don't have to do anything but send your paperwork in. All right. That's one program. We got the Public Servants Loan Forgiveness Program that ends October 31st. So if you are an individual, that you are a first responder, or you worked in any type of government job, nonprofit job, city, state, local, federal, whatever, if you work for the man, the government, then you qualify. That's the police, the fire department. I can keep going on. Okay. You need to go and do the application, even if you think the time you had did not qualify. A lot of people are finding out that the time does qualify. So make sure, hey, First Keisha, make sure that you go and do that application, because the worst thing they can tell you is that you don't qualify. The best thing they can tell you is that you are done. No more student loans. All right. Now, let me let y'all know, if you live in one of those states, I did put a video up, okay? But if you live in certain states that you pay state income tax, that's a lot of states. Even though your student loans are going to be discharged, you are going to owe taxes when you file your taxes next year. Did y'all hear that? Make sure you share, you tax somebody, because I bet you They celebrating that they ain't gonna have no more student loan payments, but their feelings gonna be hurt come February when they find out that their tax return is gonna be, matter of fact, it ain't even gonna be this. It's gonna be this negative. You're gonna owe. Okay. So if you are a business owner, please get your expenses together. Why? Because you're gonna need them. Why? Because can you imagine an extra 60,000, 40,000? The average student, the average person has about $20,000 to $30,000. If you had an additional $30,000 in student loans or income that's going to be added to the income that you make, how much more will that put you in the next tax bracket? How many of y'all already be talking about y'all got 17 exemptions anyway? So y'all ain't hardly paying no taxes now. So I'm letting you know that if that is you, you got 3 good months to go and change that W-4, make you pay some taxes, and make sure come next year you are ready to put in your expenses if you do not, if you have a business. And if you do not have a business, you got 3 months to get one. Okay, so let me see what y'all saying over here real quick. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Game Over. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. Yes, Violet. Okay, thank you, Gemini. Yeah, I did. I had to take last week off. I apologize that I couldn't let y'all know. I was tired. Okay, let me see. I'm glad y'all got that. All right. So it says, can I discuss the 350? People keep saying it's other states besides Georgia. I see no info. Alicia Monte, what 350 are you talking about? There's a lot going on. It says I filed but rejected because I have a loan consolidation in place. Tizuet, I think that's how you say it. Which loan? What did you apply for and you were rejected? Okay, so I'm gonna keep going until they keep going. All right, so y'all heard what I said. Please get you a business. You got 3 months. If you do have a business, get your expenses. You got 3 months. If you live in a state, you pay state income tax. Get ready, because I can promise you a lot of people, I've seen people already getting their discharge letters. That's great, but a lot of y'all are not prepared for the hit, okay? I'm going to tell y'all about me. My loans were $160,000, okay? Can you imagine me receiving a 1099-C? That's what you guys are going to get, a 1099-C, which is a cancellation of debt, which means when you put it on your tax return, it's going to increase the amount of your income, even though you didn't earn it, because they are wiping it off. They are passing it back to you. And now you have to pay your state taxes on that money for a damn school that's closed. Ain't that crazy? A damn school you can't even use your transcripts for. I didn't make the rules. I'm just letting y'all know you got 3 months to get yourself prepared. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying. What are the programs of student loan? Okay, so that was a public service loan forgiveness. The next discharge program is the Biden student loan forgiveness. That is where you get the 10 or you get the 20,000. That's going to go towards your amount of student loan you have. Now I'm telling y'all, it is not going to dig you out of debt. Now, if your student loans are 20,000 or less, cool. If they're 10,000 or less, cool. One thing, you are not going to get a refund. If you owe $9,999, they're going to pay that off. You will not get that dollar. Okay. They're not going to give you anything extra. But a lot of y'all got what I say, the average student loan, a student has about $30,000 in student loans. Somebody got to pay that $10,000. So if you do not get all of your loans discharged, you need to be prepared for the new consolidation program they're going to have, where you can take those 10,000 and consolidate them into, who knows, 25 years. They'll wipe them off before then, but you'll start making a smaller amount. Your amount that you will have due will be less. So you guys should look forward to doing that. Okay. Again, y'all share, follow, all this good stuff for the next person. This is what I do. Okay. I ain't here with none of that drama. Talk about no gossip. This is the stuff that y'all need in y'all everyday life. Okay. So if y'all appreciate it, girl, a sister, please share. I appreciate it. So January, they are going to come out with a new program. This is what they say. Y'all know how the government is. They change their mind, but they are going to come out with it. We just don't know the date. So let me give y'all some dates right now. The Forgiveness application will be available in October. We do not have a date. Y'all know what that means? October, could be November. Y'all know how it is, but we're going to stick with October because this is what they're saying. The majority of you guys won't have to do anything. For you guys who cannot find yourself, and I don't know if there's going to be some type of searchable a website or if they're going to send you a letter, we don't know yet. But those of you that cannot get it automatically, you will have to fill out a half-page application. Basically, they need your information because they can't find you. I suspect that's going to be a lot of you guys with Parent Plus loans. Why? Because it's more than one person, okay? And the parent didn't get a Pell Grant. The student did, okay? So if you're a person that got a Parent Plus loan, I would tell you, please look out because you definitely are probably going to fall into this category, all right? Once you fill out the application, you shouldn't have to do anything else. That's what we know. They're saying that they're only going to give you guys a limited amount of time, which I think is crazy. But they're going to open this up in October. You have to apply by sometime in November in order to be captured. Don't worry, I'm definitely going to put it on my page, and I will definitely talk about it on my YouTube and here live so that y'all know when to do it, because I can't believe they give you a limited amount of time. I just think that's crazy, but whatever. All right. And then again, January, they're saying that if the entire balance is not wiped out, those of you who have more than 20,000 or more than 10,000 of debt, that is when the the interest is going to kick in again. So that is also the date of when you guys who have your student loans and forbearance, all of that, you're going to start paying again. So January 1 is critical for a lot of you that do not anticipate your loans to be wiped off. Then the last one, and then I'm going to get to y'all questions, is the borrower's defense. This is the one that encapsulates a lot of people, just like the Biden student loan program, okay? If your school is closed down, please apply. If your school is on the list, it's on my page. I told y'all to email me. I send it to you. I done sent y'all the list. If your school is on the list, do the application. It does take up to 12 months, but hell, so is some of these student loan forgiveness. It ain't going to happen. Everybody's loans are not going to be forgiven by December 31st. A lot of y'all are going to get these things next year, and you're going to have to put them on your taxes in 2024. It's way too many people, and the government is not that efficient to get all of your loans wiped out. Some of you will have to be prepared, and some of you just going to have to wait the next year. We will not know who, all right? So the borrower's defense is the 26-page application. They're going to ask you why you want your loans to be forgiven. Some of y'all schools are already in a lawsuit. Some of y'all schools just plain old lied to get y'all money. And a lot of y'all schools are closed down. So a lot of y'all really fall into that category. Parent Plus loans do qualify, and FLELP loans qualify. These loans also qualify for the Biden loan forgiveness. Now, let me see what y'all saying. All right. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Cynthia says, I worked for a nonprofit 9 years ago. Will I qualify for a student loan discharge? Yes, ma'am. A part of that public servant loan forgiveness says that if you worked for any employer that qualify to apply, because now they're counting time that they did not count before. So, Miss Cynthia, even though you worked 9 years ago, the program was not active 9 years ago. It wasn't. It didn't start until 2000, probably 8. It was under the Obama administration. But even if they give you 5 years, that's 5 years that you didn't know that you can count. So if that is y'all in a situation like Miss Cynthia, please apply for the public service loan forgiveness. Thank you for your question. Hey, sweetie. All right. El Fetcher says, can you please tell me where to apply for the 10,000 Biden program? It is not open yet. Y'all cannot apply until October. Let me let y'all know something if y'all do not know. If you're not from the government world, you just won't know. If you're not from the nonprofit world, you just won't know. October 1. Listen, October 1 is the best day in the world when you are a United States citizen, because that is when the government releases their money. That's when the new budget starts. That is the beginning of the fiscal year. So a lot of y'all that are asking me about housing, rental assistance, food assistance, utility assistance. We only got 2 more weeks, sis. Okay, October 1. That's when the year turns over. That's when the books open and they start deducting again. So you will find that starting in October, money's going to be available. That is one reason why they're releasing this, because it's a new fiscal year. Okay, so just wait, Mr. Fletcher. Okay, Blue says, "Hey Shamika, the $270 checks for New York, is it per child?" You know what? Let me write that down because I need to go and look. $270 checks. And if I'm not mistaken, the checks y'all are getting are y'all state stimulus checks. It should be per child, but I did a video on it. I need to check. Let me write this New York. Hold on, TikTok. I'm gonna see in just a second what y'all saying. All right, let me go over here. Give me a second, y'all. Again, please follow me if you haven't. I need some water, y'all. I had a wild weekend. So Sister Voice is kind of like not here, but I'm just gonna drink this water. Okay. I'm sorry. Why should we get a business? You should get a business, Shivi, because if you have your loans discharged in the state where you pay state taxes, you're gonna be able to need some write-offs. And as an individual, thanks to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act under the Trump administration, you cannot have any write-offs under your personal exemptions unless you're a teacher, and that's only $250. And $250 written, trying to write that off against a $20,000 or however much loan forgiveness you're gonna get ain't gonna touch nothing but $2 for most of y'all. So if you don't want to owe the government next year, you need to get a business. Just because you need to be able to try to do something so that you can start having things to write off, because that's the only way you're going to have any exemptions. I'm not telling you to create a business to lie. I'm telling you to create a business because most of y'all want them anyway. And if y'all needed a sign from God to tell y'all when it was time to start a business, today will be that day. Okay, so go and do it because you will need it come tax season next year. All right. And if you want to know why, you can book me for a consultation and we can go through it one by one. All right, so I went over the program for student loans. It says, does the Biden loan count if you went to a trade school? Yes, as long as you received financial aid assistance, your loans do count. It says, you are gorgeous and I'm finna run up your life. Thank you, Sean. Big deal. I appreciate that. It says, is this for all states? Yes, it is for all states. Any program dealing with student loan or is federal. So that's everybody. These are not state programs. This is for everyone. Okay. Hey, Darnell Anthony. I'm gonna get to y'all in a second. Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on, my thing going off. That yes, Christopher Troutman. Facebook got me blocked, y'all. So I got like 2 more weeks, and then I'll be able to be back on Facebook. So y'all can follow me on TikTok, and you can follow me on YouTube. I'm dropping some videos tonight. Because I gotta just tell y'all what's going on in the world. Okay. It says, what are the states again that you will have to pay the taxes? I did a video, and let me tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what states you got to pay taxes. I'm going to go on my TikTok page while I'm on here, and I'm going to let y'all know. Why? Because y'all need to run up a sister likes, because I'm trying to tell you already so y'all ain't surprised, okay? So let me tell you. Where these states at? Let me see. I think it's this one. Nope. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to tell you. You know what? I made a video on my Facebook page. I don't think I put it on here. I thought I did. Oh. Here it is. Bam. I thought I did. Okay, hold on. I'm going to tell y'all what states. So hold on. It's about to come up real quick. So if you lived in, hold on. Here it is. Hold on. Let me bring it up. Arkansas, Hawaii, Idaho, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Okay? If you live in those states, you will be paying your taxes on your student loans that are going to be forgiven this year. If they're forgiven this year, if you receive a 1099-C, you will be paying those. And thank you, Christopher Troutman, for reminding me that you didn't see me. You made my day. I appreciate that. Treya Jackson says, thanks for the info, Queen. Just to clarify, if I only have 18,000, I'll get the 20,000 without having to apply for the forgiveness. It will be done automatically. So, Treya, thank you. for your question, if you owe $18,000 in student loans, that is all they're going to apply is $18,000. If you qualify for the 20, they're going to put $18,000 because you have enough to cover it. But if you never received a Pell Grant, then you only will get covered for $10,000, and you have to come up with how you are going to pay the remaining $8,000. Okay, and yes, it will be done automatically as far as we know today. That can change. This is our government, y'all. Cynthia says, Navient keeps calling me. Are they out of the student loan services business? Well, let me tell y'all, the article came out, and I promise I'm going to get to some of y'all messages. Student loan companies are trying to convince you guys to sign up to consolidate your loans into another program. There's nothing wrong with that. But what you guys need to ask, and I'm going to tell you why you need to ask, because Navient was fired from servicing student loan contracts for the government. So they're calling you. I would want to know why. Now, they could be calling you, Cynthia, because they want you to consolidate. Why? Because they are a company that needs people to work with them in order for them to stay in business. But what they don't tell you is, are you consolidating your loans into a private government program, or are you staying under federal? That is what you guys need to find out. So if somebody's calling you and asking you about student loans and consolidating your student loans, you need to ask, am I consolidating them into a federal program or a private program? And let me tell you why that's important. Is because if you consolidate them into a private program, you don't qualify for none of the government programs. None of those discharge programs that I talked about, you will not qualify. But do you think Navient cares? Hell no. Why? Because they need to stay in business. Why? Because they lost their contract with Department of Education. So these are questions y'all need to ask. Stop thinking these people are your friends, because they're not. They are in business. They got a job to do. Okay? So, Cynthia, if they're calling you, that is exactly what I would want to know. Why are y'all calling me? Because y'all don't have no contract with them, with the government. And if y'all want me to do something, what is this, federal or private? And they have to tell you. All right, it says, let me keep going. All right, I answered that. Thank y'all again for following me. I appreciate it. Let me see what y'all asking. Let me see. My school closed down, but not doing the time I was there. It was 10 years later. If your school is closed down and you cannot go up to that school and ride by and show your kids that this is where mommy graduated from, then you need to fill out that application, sis. Okay? It don't matter when it was. If my school is a school I can't talk about no more because it ain't there, I'm going to need my money back. Okay? That is not a reputable organization, because if it was, it would be open today. Maybe under another name, but it will be open today. And that school closed, I'm going to need my money back. And that's what I want you to do too. Okay? Let me go over here. All right. That's Cynthia. Trey says, absolutely fine with me. Praise God. Okay. You better claim it. I claim it with you. All right. Thank you, Atreya. I absolutely try to look out for the next person, because it's not about me. It's about the next generation. That's how we all should look. Game Over says, run these people likes up. Thank you, Game Over. I appreciate that. All right. Let me see what y'all saying. It said you need proof. What if nothing happened? That's why if y'all get stuck on y'all borrowers defense application, now I know y'all didn't know this, but I do those for $75. All you're going to do is send me a message. The link is in the bio. If y'all here, y'all can send me my message. Most of y'all call me anyway or text me. So all you got to do is reach out. We absolutely do those applications. It's 26 pages and it's intimidating, okay? So all you got to do is send me the information that I request. We do it, send it back to you. You print it out, sign it, put your social security on it, and you mail it. You done. That's all you got to do is wait. Your loans automatically go into forbearance while they're making the decision to see if your school qualifies for the borrower's defense. To me, it's a win-win, because a lot of y'all are not prepared to make y'all payments come January. It says that the Biden student loan include trade schools. Pinco Tech, I do not remember seeing that name on the school, but trade schools are on the list, but I don't remember seeing that. If you had a direct loan and work or have worked for a public service employer, please apply. See, she's telling y'all, if you work for a government employee, please apply. Y'all need money. Y'all need to get those things wiped off. And let me tell y'all why y'all need to get those things wiped off. I don't know if y'all paying attention. Maybe y'all don't. I'm seeing the inboxes because people come and ask me questions. And this is real deal serious. People are gonna be homeless. Let me say that again. People are gonna be homeless. I take no delight in saying that. But you will see people. You know why? You're gonna see the crime go up because people are gonna be hungry. People are not gonna have things. A lot of people don't even want to go to work. Now they're not going to have anywhere to live because their credit is wrecked. They got evictions. They got repos. All types of stuff are preventing you guys from being able to have a semi-comfortable life. You don't have to make a lot of money to live nice, but you do need to have good or decent credit to live where you want to live. Now, if you want to live in the hood and you want roaches and rats, I don't have nothing against that, but that's what you choose. And believe me, there's a lot of places like that. But those places were designed for people who have bad financial situations in the way of a credit report. I am so tired of hearing y'all act as if it cannot be done. It can be. I get more people coming to me trying to buy a fake social security number. And no, I don't sell them. But yes, I know how they're made. A CPN, okay? A lot of people are trying to buy them. But when I see their credit, it is something that is so fixable. Some of y'all just don't understand that you can fix your own credit and live the way you want. All right? This ain't about trying to sell nobody nothing because you don't have to come to me. Okay? But I'm just letting y'all know that I'm afraid of what's going to happen because I'm seeing it now. People are getting evicted, and all it takes is one eviction, and you can easily find yourself in a predicament where you cannot find a place to live. And you guys are seeing apartments are popping up everywhere. Everybody got a piece of the PPP. Even these building contractors, they got this money for low income housing. But how many low income people are going to be able to live in it? Because they're not telling you that you got to have good credit on top of it. So if you haven't got on top of it, you need to. If you do not know how to read your credit report, you need to holler at me. I charge $20 damn. Okay? You can't go to McDonald's and get two people a meal for $20. And let me explain what is there so that you can come up with a plan, because a lot of y'all are going to need it. This ain't no shade, and this is not about, put your pride to the side. I'm telling you, I'm seeing what's coming down now. I've been doing this for about a good 5 years, and it's gotten worse in these 5 years. I'm doing bankruptcies left and right. Why? Because people can't afford to pay their bills and their credit and their debt that they owe. Okay? So if that's you, if I'm talking to you, you need to holler at me. And I'm going to move on from there, okay? And let me in a second. Let me see what y'all saying. Atreya says, thanks for the info. Okay. Yeah, I already answered that. Let me see. Biden says pandemic is over. What does that mean for the economy? They're saying the pandemic is over, but I'm going to tell you something. I don't care about necessarily the pandemic. I understand that people were sick and dying, but that's not happening no more. What people need to look at is when you go into a grocery store, how much can you get for $100 compared to what you got for $100 2 years ago? If y'all are not paying attention, inflation is slowly creeping up on your ass, like when you drank a Cisco, or when you drank what's the Mad Dog 2020. And if y'all my age, y'all know it creep up on you, and that's exactly what's happening right now. The matter of fact, I got down here on my list that October, Florida is going to increase the minimum wage to $11. That's great. Now, there are places that are paying $15, $16, but if everything is gone up, that $15 and $16 still feels like $7 or $8. So if you don't know how to manage your finances, or if you can't manage your debt, you are in for a bad way. One thing will change somebody from being comfortable to homeless. And all they got to do is offer a rent increase. And a lot of y'all will be on the street. And that's not being funny. We got to start paying attention to what is really going on. Okay, I love BET. I love Love and Hip Hop too. I love Housewives and all that. But they ain't suffering like a lot of y'all that watch them are. And that's what I want y'all to pay attention to. Okay. So let me keep going and seeing y'all messages. Does funeral service qualify for public service? Funeral service qualifies only if you worked for the government. If your company is a 501c3 and most funeral homes are not, it will not qualify. Only if you work for the government. Hey, Keisha. Let's see. So if you have to apply for the Biden loan and the public service loan forgiveness, if you are a teacher, no, ma'am. Let me tell y'all something. You can qualify for as many student loan forgiveness programs as you qualify for. You do not have to pick one. You can wait on Biden to take away some of your loans. You can put in for the borrower's defense. I have people that have done both. Why? Because they want to make sure that when Biden take his piece, the rest of it going to be wiped off too, because they don't want to pay anything. If you qualify for the teachers have a separate program. I don't talk about that much because most teachers will qualify under the public service loan forgiveness. Okay? But you do not have to pick one. You qualify for more than one, apply. How many of y'all uncles and aunties is on disability, but they still got a student loan on their credit report? I know some. My mama did. I had to go. The lawyers contacted her and said she owed $20,000. And we said, no, she don't. And we sent their paperwork and they backed off. But I didn't know it was on there. So some of y'all need to ask. Y'all need to go and call y'all mom and ask. Call y'all aunties and grandmothers and ask. You'll be surprised. It's probably still on their stuff and they on disability. And let me tell y'all why y'all need to do it. Because if they hit y'all with a lawsuit or something, you're gonna be mad. If they take your tax returns, you're gonna be mad. But I'm telling you now, you got 3 months. And if you're an individual that you know your student loans are with the collection, listen to me. If your student loans are in collections, you got 3 months to get them out. You can only make payments for 3 months before your loans go from collections back to your student loan servicer. That is the only way you can guarantee that your tax refund will not be taken by the IRS. Okay, y'all heard me? Let me say that again. If you know your loans are in collections, you need to make your 3 payments, because once you make your 3 payments, they will put your loans out of collections and put them back with your servicer to prevent IRS from taking them. Okay, same for y'all with child support. I'm telling you, I get the inboxes. So if you know you owe child support, you got 3 months to get your stuff together. 1, 2, 3, fellas, get it. Not just fellas. Let me not say that nowadays. Fellas and ladies. Okay, get it together so that you can make sure that your student loan check will not be taken. I'm coming to you on YouTube. Give me a second. It says, can this forgiveness be reversed? If the Republicans can get back in office, the forgiveness will not be reversed. It is in. It is not changing at all. So it don't matter who comes into office. What happens, happens. Okay, will not be any switchover. And they have until 2025. So even if we get a Republican president, it doesn't matter. What is set in stone is set. And it has to run its course. Trump is not in office, but we're still following under his Tax Cuts and Jobs Act program, which is why we have no personal exemptions, which is why I tell y'all to make sure you have a business, because we have no other way to write off anything on our taxes. So it doesn't matter who's in office. All it matters is what law got passed, and that's what they have to abide by. And after so many years, it doesn't, they can change it. And so Trump stuff may change later. Biden stuff may change later, but it won't change for y'all to be reversed. Hey, y'all, sis is not fibbing, spent $50 in the grocery store and only came out with 2 bags. I'm telling you, the inflation, the prices are going up, and y'all may not see it little by little because y'all looking at the gas prices not going down, but the price of meat is going up. The price of milk and juice is going up. So those things are what we need to be making sure we pay attention to, because that is where it's going to hit y'all the most. Chantel says, hey, Queen, is there any grants for a Black woman or first-time business owners? So y'all know I'm always tell y'all, if y'all looking for grants, I do get a list. I got to find a way to get these lists out to y'all, because I do get a nice list every month from a group. But I always tell you to go to helloalice.com. And you will see what grants they have out there. If y'all are looking for SBA grants to help you start your business, don't look at the SBA because that is not what they're going to do. If you're looking for the government to give you any money, if you're looking for the federal government, they're only going to give you money to sustain your business, not run your business. If you are looking for money from your state may have money. A lot of y'all been sending me information about the SSBCI, stands for the Small Business Credit Initiative. I don't know what the other S stands for, but it's Small Business Credit Initiative. The federal government did send states a lot of money, probably about $10 million. But you cannot access that money unless you apply for a program that is offering money for new business owners. And the only way you're going to know that they're offering is you're going to have to look at your state or your local government's website to see that they're offering it. A lot of y'all are on social media anyway. Why do you not follow your government officials? They got a job to do, and their job is to make y'all happy, so you vote for their ass. So why not follow them? Oh, they got all the info. That's what I do. And on some of y'all states I follow, and I don't even live there, just to bring y'all the information. Okay? So yes, there's money. And remember what I said, October 1. That's the best day if you're a citizen and you're looking for something from the government, because that is the brand new day. That's when the checkbook opens. That's when the pocketbook opens. Okay? So there will be money. Just stand by. Okay? Thank you, Christopher. He said, thanks for the info. I appreciate that. It says, what about working for Medicare? If you work for Medicare, that is a government job. If you work for the investigator, if you work as an investigator for the state, that is a state job. Absolutely. Y'all should be applying for that on the public servant loan forgiveness. Any news on the low income checks for Georgia and when will they be deposited? Georgia already got their money. If you did not get a check, you need to call your state revenue department. But they already gave those out. Says, I feel like Florida needs to do more as far as helping low income. Let me tell y'all something. Florida helps, okay? It is, let me tell y'all why a lot of y'all ain't getting no money. Because a lot of y'all won't fill out no census form. If you live in a heavily populated community of minorities, Black and brown people, those are the people that usually need the majority of the assistance. No shade. From in most cases. Okay, now there are some that are of the lighter persuasion that do too. But they fill out the census form. So if you want money in your area, when that census form come out, you need to fill it out because that is how they allot money per person. The government looks at us as a dollar value. Yeah, you're a male and a female, but we have a price on our head. So if you don't fill out that form, you don't get no money. Florida gives out a lot of money. Usually the places that give out the most money are those people that fill out that census form. That's just how it is. Hold on. What did it say? Thank you, hon, for the information. Thank you, Chantel. I appreciate that. So I will tell you to do that. Also, and this is for everybody, dial 211. If you want to see if there's any money available, 211. Now, it will not work in, I think, maybe 3 or 4 states. It doesn't matter. I'm sure the recording will tell you what your number is for your state, but you can do 211. All right? Let me move down because I got a bunch of stuff on my list. So I already told y'all can follow me on my YouTube. Y'all can also follow me on my TikTok. I appreciate it. Please share, like, all that good stuff so I can be high up on this TikTok rating. Same here on YouTube. Also, thank you guys who have attended my tax preparation for 2023 class. Y'all are understanding. It's really taking us 2 hours because a lot of people did not understand a lot of what goes into your tax forms when you are filing it. I had 3 classes. I only expected to do 1. So thank y'all. I am getting ready to do my government contracting part 1. So if you do not know how, or if you're interested in setting up your business at sam.gov, you got questions about Dun & Bradstreet, you want to know how to go and search for some contracts, or how you would go and do some of these certifications because you Black, brown, male, female, veteran, whatever, you need to take my class. Okay, it is already on my site. All you gotta do is hit the link in the bio on TikTok. If you're here watching me from YouTube, just send me a message. I will send it to you. Okay. Let me see. Medical essential utilities. This is for anybody that has someone that is elderly or someone that is older in their family that is dependent on electricity because they are ill. Remember, y'all, time's going to get rough. So you better know what you know, because I hate for you to find this out when it's too late. There is a program called Medical Essential. ME, Medical Essential. All you need to do is, if somebody is dependent on electricity because they're sick or ill, you need to contact your utility company, let them know that you have somebody that's on medical essential. Y'all see Mama all in the camera. You can go out to get them on that program. They're going to ask you to send some documentation. The reason why you want to get on this program is because they don't turn the lights off when the bill ain't paid. Okay, that's probably the best reason. It extends it extends your bill payment due date, and it also qualifies to be extended so they don't cut your power off in the event that you cannot pay. There are a lot of people that are hurting and sick. Okay, so if you know somebody, tell them to qualify for to call the utility company and ask for a medical essential program. All right, let me keep going. I feel like, okay, I answered that. What about parent student loan? Like a Parent Plus loan. Parent Plus loans qualify for all of these programs. They are not separating. You can qualify for all of them. Okay. Rental assistance 211, y'all. October 1 is when the new money is going to come out. So you may not see any rental assistance for the next couple of weeks, because remember, the pocketbook opens October 1. All right. So we already talked about the student loan. We talked about the small business credit initiative. If anybody's watching from Texas, there is a program called Texans Helping Texans. And thank you, because y'all be texting me all kind of stuff, and I go and research it. So I did look it up. Texans Helping Texans, and y'all can type that if anybody's in Texas, or if y'all can just type that for the next person, I appreciate it. This program is where all you do is go and sign up, and once you sign up with them, they automatically take on your case. If you are an individual who you felt like you were affected by any of the power outages or the storms, the hurricanes, and you didn't get any assistance, they will automatically take on your case. But whatever they win, you give them 50% of it, okay? Because basically they fight to be able to do this type of pro bono fighting for people. But yes, if they get some money, they want 50% of it. So it's Texas. Thank y'all. Texas Helping Texans. All y'all got to do is just go. You can sign up. You can read about it before. Don't just go sign up and sign your rights away. Read about it first to see if you want to do it. But it is a nonprofit. But they do help you get money, especially for bills, especially y'all who are been affected and y'all didn't have no insurance, or y'all was just done bad. This might work out for y'all. All right. Let me see. Anybody who did not take care of amending the IRS tax returns, you have until October 15th. Okay. And this is for people with that PPP. Now, I know it's been a little quiet. Okay. Because it's about to be the end of the year. They ain't trying to upset nobody. But come next year, y'all going to see it's going to be more arrests. They ain't stopping. The federal courthouse still filled with people. All right. So if you are somebody and you know your numbers on your PPP application versus what you turned in for your 19 or your 2020 taxes, you need to correct them. Okay. Do not get caught with your pants down because you're trying to be cheap. All right. Go and amend your taxes. And if you owe the IRS, then you just owe. Okay. There's Mississippi. I have not seen anything really. I have not. Y'all know right now we got 2 weeks before the purse opens. So it's going to be, we're kind of in the middle right now. All right. First responders. I did do a video on this. Margaritaville at Sea is doing the free cruises. Now it's kind of free, but it ain't. All right. They saying it's free to get you to go to the website. I don't think anything is wrong with it. To me, you can go on this cruise or you can go somewhere else. They're probably going to end up being about the same price, but I don't care. I'm doing it because I'm finna go and see what this cruise line is about. So if y'all want to go, y'all let me know, because I would love to meet y'all. If y'all are first responders, if you're military, you're active duty, you're a reservist, you're a veteran, you're a nurse, you're a teacher, a police officer, firefighter, you a first responder, please go to Margaritaville at Sea, okay? And go and see. They got these cruise packages basically all the way until next year, where they're giving you the free 3 day, 2 night in the Bahamas. but it's not really free. Okay, but the prices ain't that bad. I mean, it's about the same as any other cruise line. All right. Let me see what y'all saying. Thank you. Text me so I had a new number, please. I appreciate it. Thank you, Cynthia. Help you recruit from the freeze. That's right. All right, let me see what else I got. Margaritaville, let's see. I'm gonna check out the $270 checks for New York. I told y'all about 211. We talked about homelessness. Oh, and now I'm gonna answer any questions y'all got. Two last things. If you guys are interested in starting your own tax business, I do have a tax academy where you basically are going to learn how to prepare taxes and also how to get you close to five. You can get 5 figures. I ain't even going to lie. If you are consistent, you're good at what you do, and you know how to market it and not afraid to get on social media or go out and talk to people, you can absolutely make a lot of money during tax season. Why? That is why scammers run that way. So if scammers can make the money, why can't you, who are a decent person, go out and make the same amount of money and actually do a service for the next person? Okay, you can take my class, you get the software, you get the bank set up, we get your business set up, and you will be ready to go starting next year. Hopefully, the sooner you do it, the better. Okay, so I did have a couple of y'all sign up. I appreciate that. If you're interested in doing it, all you got to do is send me a message, of course, and let me know. All right. So I'm all about trying to see you improve and grow versus standing still, because ain't nobody got time to be broke. All right. And thank y'all. I appreciate that for y'all saying that. I really do. Have I seen anything from Washington, D.C.? No. Again, y'all, in Washington, D.C., you should know. Fiscal year, that's when everything's going to come out. Somebody did send me a message and said, a debt collector keeps calling me. What can I do? I told them I'm filing bankruptcy. It doesn't matter if you file bankruptcy or not. If you have a debt collector that is calling you, you guys can send them a cease and desist letter. All right? Very easy. Cease. Somebody type that. CEASE. Cease and desist. DESIST. It's a letter that tells them to stop calling you for at least for 30 days until you can figure out what you're going to do. If you're going to pay them or not going to pay them. When you send them a cease and desist, usually you're also going to send them what is called a debt validation letter so that they can prove that you owe them. All right. So if you're finding that you're getting harassed, and a lot of y'all are probably going to see that because ain't nobody paying their bills, y'all. They're not paying. So y'all going to be called. Y'all, you're going to find that stuff going to start popping up in your credit, and you might even find that you get sued. So if you owe, again, this is the time to fix stuff. All it takes is one thing to mess up your credit, and then you're looking ugly and you're mad. All right. And I don't want to hear it. Don't come to me at the last minute. We could have did this right now. Thank you again. All right. It says, is the Amazon credit card a good credit card to have? Is that personal or business, Gemini? And if you have a business and you already have an Amazon account, if you do not know, Amazon is closing their Amazon line of credit, the Net 90 account, the Net 55 account. Look at that. Amazon is even going to draw back some of the services. They do not want to give you more time to pay the bill. Now everybody going to start going to 30-day. These are the things y'all need to pay attention to. See, this is the type of inflation stuff that happens that y'all don't pay attention to because you don't think it matters, but it does. When you don't get that extra time to pay your bill, but you're late because you used to having 45 days versus 30, watch what a late pay. And if some of y'all who got late payments on y'all credit, y'all already know what it does. It kills it. These things are designed to keep you down because a person with bad credit means this. A person with good credit means savings. So they want to do whatever to make you look bad. You have to stay on top of your stuff. Okay. All right. Let me see. Oh, and bankruptcy, last but not least. And then y'all can ask me whatever you want. Again, people are doing it. Please do not go by what somebody done told you that is bad and that's going to mess up your credit. If your credit is already messed up, what can anything else bad do to it? And bankruptcy is not bad. A lot of y'all need to re-educate yourselves. Bankruptcy is probably going to be some of the most saving grace that a lot of you can get because your credit is so far gone. So some of you need that. Some of you also need to go and call your hospital and see if they have a charity care or a sliding scale program. Somebody type sliding scale for me. Sliding, SLIDING, scale. sliding scale. A lot of y'all are living paycheck to paycheck and got a ton of medical bills on your credit, but you didn't know that your hospital will wipe those bills off based off of your income level. All you got to do is apply for it. I didn't see anybody type it on YouTube. Come on, somebody type on YouTube sliding scale. Okay. So there are programs out there for y'all. Honestly, being broke is one of the best things you could be in America. Why? Because they have everything to hand out to you. Why do you think so many people broke? Why do you think so many people go and have a handout? Because they're going to give it to you. But there are other of us that are a little above broke. Some of us are a little more above broke. And then there's some of us that don't need it. But just there are programs still for you. There's less help, but there's still things out there. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. So a lot of y'all need to go do that sliding scale. I was talking to a nurse last week, and she said, man, we have so much money that people don't even get because they don't even apply for the program. And it's not their job to tell y'all. Just like FAFSA. I just found out that in this county of Brevard, there's $8 million left over every year. That's not even the state of Florida. That's just one county. How many of you guys leave that money for FAFSA on the table because you don't think you qualify? My parents make too much. Let them tell you you ain't going to get it. They're not going to tell me nothing. Okay, I wish I could have a pre-made application because I would turn that shit in everywhere. All right, and that's what y'all need to do. Y'all got to start getting self-motivated because y'all leaving money on the table, and that's one thing I cannot stand. Y'all can cheat everybody else, but when you cheat yourself, that's the worst. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Let me see if I see anything from South Carolina. Same thing. It says, is aid advantage eligible and school closed 7 years ago? Aid, it doesn't matter what student loan servicer you have. If the school is closed, you need to qualify. You need to apply for the borrower's defense application. That's so crazy. This is the one that's going to wipe out most people's loans, but people still don't understand it. I've been talking about borrower's defense over a year now, and only the people who got what I was saying a year ago have gotten their loans wiped off. I'm waiting on some of y'all to get it. Okay, I want y'all to get these loans wiped off. How much is that student loan messing up your debt to income ratio? Y'all can't even go buy a house right now because y'all got $40,000, $50,000 student loan for a school that ain't open no more, or a degree you can't use in a field you can't stand, but now they want you to pay for it. So if you qualify for these things, stop sitting around waiting for somebody to knock on your door, because guess what's going to happen? Not that, because they ain't coming to say, hey, I'm here to help you. They're not doing that. That's what I do. They're not going to do that. Okay. It says, okay. But it's a double-edged sword at times. Since, like you said, it's a leg up, not a handout. No, it's not. People be broke and not seeking resources. There's so much help out there. I promise there is. Thank you very much, Only One. I appreciate anything available for new business grants. I'm always going to tell y'all to go to Hello Alice. Who sends me an email, I will send you a list of the new grants. I am a part of some executive leadership programs, and I be swarmed with emails. I do not always have the time to put them out. So if you send me an email, I will. But y'all actually got to go apply for these grants. There are tons of money out there. Let me tell y'all, people got to check the list. I am going to do a YouTube video. And I'm going to do a YouTube video because I want to let y'all know that when people make these programs for low income or people that need them, they're not doing them because they like you. They doing it because they got to check a box. How many of y'all have heard of that Bank of America program where they're not checking your credit for individuals who are black and brown? Y'all heard of that? No credit check. It just came out maybe a couple weeks ago. Now, I'm about to make a YouTube video on that tonight when I get off. I want to make sure y'all go to my YouTube and follow a sister. But let me tell y'all something. Why did Bank of America do this? Because the government said you got to make a program that offers alternative credit solutions for individuals of color. They didn't do that because they liked y'all. They doing it because they got to check a box. So I want y'all to understand, if y'all are planning on using this program, you better make sure you have the income to afford your house, because they are going to roll in prices into your loan. And if you aren't paying attention and your credit score ain't good or high enough, you will foreclose on that house within 5 years. But they don't care because they just had to check a box. So y'all gotta care. Read the fine print. Ask questions. Do your research. Tune in to Shamika. Okay? That's all y'all gotta do. All right? So what questions y'all got before I let y'all go? I appreciate this. Thank y'all. I want y'all to go see. I put out a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot. Yes, they're only doing it in certain states. And the crazy part is they're doing them in states that are heavily populated with black and brown people. But I promise you, there's a reason they chose the states that they did. Okay, and I think they're only doing it in 6 places right now. Please don't be fooled. People are definitely going to be foreclosing on those homes. All right. You don't have to foreclose. You can use bankruptcy, but hey, y'all that's a whole nother video. So what questions y'all got for me real quick? Let me see. Borrower's offense. I just printed it. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Go and do that. Again, y'all, if y'all got your student loans taken because of y'all owed a school and now y'all need y'all money back, there's an application for that. People are really getting checks in the mail. They really are. Not a lot right now, but they really are. Some people are getting checks in the mail back for payments that they have made. So just wait. If you made payments, please expect to get you some money. All right. Just got in. What was your link? My link is above, right above my, right under my picture on my page. All you got to do is go there and look. Okay, my payment methods, baby, I do everything. Ask, gas, or cash, and I'm just playing. But you can pay me to. I'm set up the correct way. If you ain't got none of that, and you want to do cash out, we can do that too. But I prefer to do it the right way, because I don't want y'all looking at me sideways. All right. What should I look for a response? If you're looking for a response from the borrower's defense for your school, you need to call student aid. They are not gonna call you. You need to call them. Find out. They will ask you some questions and they will tell you it's still processing. That's what they're going to tell you. But as long as you know that they got it in the system, that will make me sleep good. Now, it may not say it's solved, but as long as I know they got my paperwork, I'm happy. All right. Does DBA count or do we need an LLC? You can have a fictitious name if you want to. I just made a video on my YouTube trying to explain to y'all why y'all choose these business structures. Y'all, a lot of y'all, especially people of color, I'll say, what business you got? An LLC. Why? Somebody tell me why they got an LLC. Why did you get an LLC over a corporation? Why did you get it over? Why did you choose that over an S corp? Why did you choose that over a nonprofit? A lot of y'all just got it because somebody told you to. If you do not know why you have an LLC, if you do not understand how your business structure is taxed, you are in for a lot of trouble. Why? Because the IRS is coming after single business owners. They're coming after LLCs. They're coming after Schedule Cs. So you need to know why you chose that, so that you can make sure that you filing your taxes appropriately, so that you stay off of the "we looking at you" list, because there is one. And it may not even be you that got you on the list. If you know you're going to a scamming, shamming ass tax preparer, you on that list by default. They looking at your tax preparers too. I done heard a lot of stories. I done seen a lot of stuff, and I done had to correct a lot of people's work. So if you got a janky tax preparer, you are on that look. You are on that list. Them 87,000 agents that they saying they're going to come over 10 years, they're going to be looking at y'all sooner or later. Okay? So please understand why you're doing what you're doing. We so happy to have a business, but we don't even wonder why we're not making no money. Probably because we ain't accounting for it right. Because the IRS is taxing the hell out of you. So you should understand why you chose what you chose. All right? Let me see what y'all saying. The application is the borrower's defense application. Thank you very much, Rosalind. I appreciate that. Where do you get the application for the loans? Just type in borrower's defense, and then you will be able to get it. You can also fill it out online, but a lot of y'all cannot understand it, and it's scary. Thank you. Shamika Saves, Charlotte, Dallas, Los Angeles, Detroit, and Miami for the Bank of America loans. Now, y'all tell me if I'm crazy, but Los Angeles, Miami, Dallas, it's high as hell to buy something. And they're going to give it to a black or a brown person that can't even qualify with regular credit. And you mean to tell me you're going to let me get a loan and get into a house that my credit, I got a 580 and my job don't pay that good, but you're going to let me in anyway because I pay my light bill on time? If y'all not seeing the trick in that, you crazy. I don't care if you pay your light bill on time. I'm glad that you do, but that does not count as a factor into your real credit. And if it's not a part of your FICO score, it should not be evaluated in a part of your house. Why? Because that is, if you can't pay the people you're supposed to pay, when you get a house, who's to say you're going to pay that? You think bankers ain't looking? How many people got a Mercedes before they bought a house? They already know what you value. You value the car, not your house. Okay? So you got to start looking at, take yourself out of yourself and look at yourself like the bank. They know what they doing, y'all. They not your friends. Okay? Liz says, Fed loan, bought my loans. Hold on, let me look at that again. Fed loans, bought my loans from different services before I consolidated. Federal student aid information said I have 6 loans, 4 are zero balance. Should it still be on my account? I did the public servant loan forgiveness. If your loans are discharged, your loans should come off of your credit. If you consolidated your loans, you will probably still see pieces of your old loan by itself, but it sometimes takes a while for the consolidation to show up. Just because you consolidate doesn't mean they zero out the other loans right away. Student loan reporting, when they make changes, it is a long time to update. If you are noticing, Liz, this is for you. If it's not looking like you want it to look, you need to put in a dispute. It's looked like it's been a little bit of time. You can dispute it to get them to do what they need to do to fix your stuff and update it. Because the Fair Credit Reporting Act says it has to be accurate. So if it's not accurate, then I would dispute to get it to be accurate. And if they're not, and I would call them and ask to speak to someone that deals with credit reporting and ask them to update it. Okay. Cynthia says, I'm always telling people to tune in and watch your videos. The stuff you say is 100. Thank you. You know what I said? I said, I may not be popular today, but as it gets worse, the more popular I will become, because I am here to help people do the same thing every week. I'm saying the same thing, but that's because it's the reason for it. So thank you very much. And for those of y'all who've been tuning in and rocking with me for this time, y'all are lucky, because everybody else that's going to be joining in later going to be late trying to catch up. So I'm glad that we're on this train now, because everything that I'm telling you to do, I've either done it, work with somebody that do it. I don't pull nothing out of my behind. All this is legit stuff. So thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. Liz says the interest rate is 6% too high. Actually, let me tell y'all, I love to tell people to use student loans as a side hustle. Why? Because student loan interest rate will never go above 8.25%. So I'm going to give y'all an example. Somebody called me and said, Shamika, I am getting married and I got bills to pay. And I'm getting married in about a couple months and I need the money. Do you know where I can get a loan? And we started talking. And I said, well, you graduated? She said, yeah. I said, you been to college? She said, yeah, but I ain't finished. I said, well, what if I told you you can go and sign up for school? In 30 days, you're going to get a check. All you got to do is go fill out that FAFSA. Uncle Sam ain't going to bother you until you graduate to start paying them back. While you're in school, your loans are on deferment. Plus, your loans do not go above 8.25%. I can promise you, if you got a credit card, your credit cards are not that low. And the max they can go is 8.25%. A lot of y'all ain't even ever going to see 8%. And on top of it, the way that these schools are so damn raggedy and closing down, she may not even end up paying those loans back in the end anyway. So why not look at that as an opportunity to get some money in the event you need cash? Your uncle gonna give it to you. And guess what she did? She went on and got that money for her wedding. She called me back a couple weeks later and said, girl, I got the FAFSA and got the loan. It wasn't, she said, I wish it was more, but I got the money to pay for my wedding. Okay? So it may not be much, but it's more, and you ain't had to ask nobody. Well, you asked your uncle, but we don't got to see him every day. Okay? And he do not show up at family reunions. Okay? So if y'all need something, look at school as not just a way to get a degree. It's an opportunity to put some money in your pocket. Who else gonna loan you $150,000? Who else? Only your uncle gonna loan it to you. And if you smart, you will use that money and flip it and put it into rental investments, or use it, and every time you get a disbursement check, buy a car and put it on Turo. There are so many things that you can do. See, a lot of y'all saying y'all crying broke and I need help to get my business off the ground. Just register for a class, sis. So y'all ask me about them grants. There you go. It's called Pell Grant and Student Loan. All right, so let me see what y'all saying, and then I'm gonna let y'all go because it is after 8 o'clock. So let me see what else y'all saying. Why are the church not helping people and saying they ran out of funds? They're running out of money because people are using it. Is, let me tell y'all, the city of Fort Pierce, if anybody's watching from Fort Pierce, they put out utility assistance this morning by 9:05. 5 minutes, 500 people applied and they were out of money. They couldn't even do all 500 people. Y'all think I'm playing. When I say homelessness is going to happen, so is thirstiness and so is hungriness. Okay? People are going to be hurting. And if you don't want to hurt, you need to settle up your affairs. That is called your debt, so that you have extra money in the event, because price is going to keep doing this. And if you don't believe me, move out of your apartment and go find someplace else to live. And I'll wait. Okay? So I'm not trying to be the person of doom and gloom. I am here to give you fair warning now, because you have the opportunity to change your situation if you want to. You can be proactive or you can be reactive. I don't want to react when they come and put that 3-day notice on my door. I want to already know I got a plan. And it's very easy to do that. That's what I do. Call me. Okay, that's what we do. We talk about stuff and we can figure out your situation. All right. It says I submitted my application for borrower's offense. One state pending and the other says submitted. That's good. Tarika, you in there. That's what you want, to be in there. Is our Florida coming back out? Our Florida probably will come back out in October. They have not said anything yet. Shivi, what's not worth it? And it says, and C high too. What's CT? I don't know what that is. It says, do I assist with credit repair for a fee? I am a credit coach. You can fix your own credit. I have a free website, credithacker.com. That's credit-hacker, Hacker. You can go there, sign yourself up. You can dispute your own credit. You can do your own letters. I am your credit coach in the event you want, because a lot of y'all are looking at your credit and do not understand what you are seeing, nor do you know how to navigate to fix your credit, nor do you know how to navigate to build your credit. If that is you, you need me. Okay. If not, please go to the site and dispute your credit for free. Have at it. Thank you for your support on going to my website, credit-hacker. Okay. Because we are here to hack this system to get you what you want, because the banks are going to get what they want. All right. Let me see. Okay. Liz says the interest rate. Okay. Yes, it's too high. I like to get into the tax class. L Fetcher, send me a message. I will do one-on-one or in person, depending on where you are located. Liz says, will you qualify for public servant loan forgiveness and Biden's forgiveness program? I applied for January. Yes, Liz, you can qualify for both. The Biden loan forgiveness is not a qualifier. All you had to do was be in school and receive the Pell Grant or not receive the Pell Grant. If you went to college, you automatically qualify for the Biden public servant loan forgiveness. You have to apply. Okay? Different programs. Same thing for borrower's defense. You have to apply. It says where to send the message to get into the tax class. shamikasaves@gmail.com. My name, Shamika Saves @gmail. That's all you got to do. Send me a message, L Fletcher. I'll be glad to put you in my class. Okay. I'm in Miami. I'm in Miami. It's a huge trick. Yes. Okay. It says exactly. The Bank of America loan is a setup just like the PPP. I'm telling y'all, if this is not trying to show you I ain't even gonna get into it on this live. I'm gonna stop before I go too deep. I was told that you should keep the loans even if they're paid off on your credit because it helps. I'm not telling you to remove those loans. You do not control if the student loans are going to come off your credit. That's a very good point. Thank you, Big Mom Knowledge. Let me explain what she's talking about. If you get your student loans and they are removed from your credit, a lot of you guys are going to see a dip in your credit score. Why? Because the student loans have been in your credit for an extended amount of time. They are like family. When it comes off of your credit, it goes away. When your family members leave, don't you get sad? Your credit score going to get sad and go down. Now, but you can't control it. My student loans were settled. My closed loans sat on my credit report for at least another year. And then after that, they all wiped off. I cannot control it. You may not be able to control it. What makes the loans go away or anything wipe off your credit is when the responsee does not respond. So if Experience says, hey, Department of Education, what's going on with Big Mom Knowledge and student loans? If they don't respond by a certain amount of time, guess what's going to happen? They're just going to come off. So yes, they may come off anyway. Just be prepared. You can't prevent everything. What makes it better is the knowledge. Okay, so we're being proactive by knowing this already, that it's possible that it may come off. And then if you come to me and say, Shamika, my score dropped 40 points, what can I do? And I'm going to say, girl, that ain't nothing. Just add a trade line. Boom. Moving on. Next problem. That easy. It said it's not a setup. They are using not the underwriting. That's because they're using the underwriting doesn't mean it's not a setup. It has everything to do with the individuals that they select for the program. I'm not telling anybody not to get on the Bank of America loan program. What I'm telling you is that you are going to have to be your own accountability partner because that is not their job. If you are at right now, you can't go over 41% of your total obligations in order to get a loan. If you are at 40%, do you think they're going to tell you that you don't qualify for a house? Hell no, because they need the money. The bank needs the money. The MLO, the mortgage loan officer needs the money. The real estate agent needs their 6%. They need the money. So they're not going to tell you no. It is your job, consumer, to make sure that you have enough money to pay your bills. So if you want to sign up for this Bank of America loan program, go right ahead. I'm telling you it's a setup because the majority of you will get happy that they are approving you for $150,000, $200,000 loan. You don't give a damn where that money coming from. Why? Because, oh, my baby daddy getting, and I got chopped, and you don't have that money, and then you're going to live in that house. And a couple years when the money run out, you're going to be evicted. You're going to be homeless. So if you are not responsible, don't do it. That's it. That's my opinion. Thank you for your feedback, but I don't want people to think that because the NAGA underwriting makes it better, it doesn't. These guys got a job to do, and so do you. Thank you. That's right. Tap that screen, Blaze Dolly. All right. It says, this is amazing. Thank you. Pell Grant only gives you a max of 10 semesters. Yes, that's okay, but student loan gives you up to $150,000. That's not inclusive of Pell Grant money. So actually, you can actually go to school and do more than that. You can find a very affordable school. I have lots of them. Affordable schools that take Pell Grant student loan. You need the money to do what else? Because you got other investments. Why not? School can pay for itself if you know what you're doing. Everything works better when you plan. You know what they say? If you don't plan, you plan to fail. So you need to have a plan in everything. It says if you have student loans, can you apply for FAFSA and grants for the school again? Yes, you can. Remember, I said people leave student loan money on the table. They leave FAFSA money on the table all the time. And if what y'all did not know is when you fill out the application for FAFSA, it actually tells you about other programs that you qualify for that you did not know. So this is why a lot of y'all ain't finding out about them because you're not even filling out the application. And elderly people can fill it out. How many elderly people are filling out FAFSA? How many elderly people you know are even trying to go back to school? There's money in it. The government not going to tell you that. They're not going to say, hey, you want to qualify for so-and-so? Go fill out that FAFSA application. We're going to give you this thing, even if you don't go to school. They're not going to tell you that. Why? Because we broke. And we need that money. Because if y'all don't use it, guess what they do? Put it back in their pocket. So they're not going to tell you to use it. I'm going to tell you to use it. Because I'm not going to get nothing from it. But you will. All right? And y'all know I'm way over 8 o'clock. Okay, don't go too deep. I know, Tariq, I'm trying not to go too deep. I was just about to put it on them, but I know I got to watch it because I'm live here, and y'all know TikTok will shut my stuff down in a minute, okay? Thank you, Tariq. I'm telling you, people got to pay attention to what's happening. They're not looking. It says I need a cheap school for my MSW. Look up Columbia Southern University. They're in Orange Beach, Alabama. Columbia Southern University, very affordable school. You can also look up University of the People. That is a free school, okay? But both of them are very affordable. One free and one is very cheap. Okay. Columbia Southern University. and University of the People. Check both of those out. All right. Our public service loan forgiveness and borrowers offense the same program? No, they are not. There are more than one. I'm gonna run through it. Total permanent discharge, that's one. Public service loan forgiveness, that's another one. Borrower's defense, that's another one. The Biden loan discharge program, that's another one. And the student loan and the teachers repayment program, that's another. Those are 5 plans. How many of y'all qualify for these different ones and haven't done anything? Okay, there's not just one, there's several. All right, and thank you. I'm gonna do a video. You know what? Check out my YouTube. That's right, I did one 2 weeks ago, giving y'all the different programs so you know. All right, Chantel, thank you very much. Chantel says, thanks for the play info week after week. God bless you. He sure is gonna bless me. Thank you very much. Okay, so it says, so true. My daughter went to a free state school on FAFSA and got a huge refund. I'm telling y'all, this is why y'all sleeping on that money. Y'all uncle, he y'all friend. He the only one giving y'all something. He wants something. If he putting $1 on your head, they got to pay you for it. Okay, if you're gonna be precious cargo and y'all know what they say, you got to pay like you weigh. So they making money off of you. You should take money that they get for you. All right. And this gonna be it. I'm gonna see what y'all saying, and then I'm gonna go for real. Because I know me and my mama want to watch TV. Okay. It say, is it just on campus or home study? No, honey, you can go to any school. I did it online. I ain't got time to walk on no campus. I do it right online. Let me tell y'all, you can even do I'm not gonna do it. You can even do the going to law school online. You only got to show up to class a few times, but you can go to law school online. My mama wanted me to say, because I was about to forget, if you live in Florida, there are individuals that are trying to legalize marijuana on the ballot. So if you're interested in going out and voting and getting people to sign up, I have somebody that's a representative that has the information. You can sign up. You can make like $2,000. Okay, it may not be much, but it is a little bit of side hustle. And if y'all smoke anyway, or you got friends that smoke and they're registered to vote, get them to vote. Ain't y'all tired of going to jail, getting tickets for weed? I know y'all. So if that's what you do, or you don't got no problem with it, go on and help somebody make it legalized so we can stop spending our damn tax money on stupid shit and fix these potholes in the road. Okay? Okay, I appreciate your services. Thank you so much, Catherine. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. So I'm getting ready to go make some videos. The credit repair website is credit-hacker. Credit and then the dash and hacker. HACKER.com. I'm sorry, I could not afford to buy it with the words together. I'm just not doing that. They wanted too much money. So credit-hacker.com. Go there, please. It is my free website to you guys to sign up and dispute your own credit. You do not have to pay. I used to have people pay, but now they're making people go to jail. So we're not doing that no more. We're going to switch up the game. If the government say we got to go this way, guess what? We're going this way, y'all. Okay? So that's just what we're going to do. All right. So I will see you guys next Monday. I hope y'all learned something. Please tune in. This is what I do every week. I drop bombs, gems, and a lot of knowledge. Hopefully you will take this information and implement it into your life so that you can have easy living. It is not life already hard. Ain't no sense of being broke, hungry, thirsty, and homeless on top of it. So if I can help you do that, hit me up, send me a message, tune in, like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. See y'all next Monday. All right? Bye. See y'all TikTok.